Hi, I'm Birdie Galaxy, and this is the Lunatic Fringe. Welcome if you're new around here, and welcome back to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and liked so far. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so excited about that, and I really appreciate everybody who has left comments and positive feedback and encouragement, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So this month we have a lot of movement happening in Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries, as well as the opposite of Aries, Libra, when we have a full moon. So we're going to have a new moon in Pisces and then a full moon in Libra, which will touch your Libra and your Aries houses. There's also going to be a lot of movement into Pisces, so we will get into that for your specific rising sign. If you want to know what's happening for you in the month of March, what all of this energy moving into Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries is going to mean for you, stick around. Okay, Pisces rising, let's get started. So, as we start out the month of March, Mercury and the Sun are both in your first house, in your sign of Pisces. But right away on the 9th, Mercury moves on into Aries. So Mercury, the magician, the planet of communication and messaging. Mercury is the tarot card that has all of the elements. So Mercury has all of the resources it needs to manifest any kind of magic, to make it happen. Mercury moving into Aries moves it into your second house. Now the second house is the house of money, of personal finances, as well as personal value and worth, your feelings of self-worth. This is the house of possessions and desires. So Mercury moving into your second house energizes your communication regarding your personal values, your financial matters, and your feelings of self-worth. Now the next day, right after, the moon, or the high priestess, this is your intuition, your instinct, your gut feeling, as well as feelings of security and feeling nurtured, belonging, like motherly belonging. The moon will have made its way into Pisces, and when it reaches 20 degrees, which is where the sun will be at as well, they become conjunct, and that's a new moon. So new moons are a time for new energy, new starts, new beginnings, fresh starts. So this new moon happening in your first house, Pisces, in the house of self, is signifying a time of profound self-discovery and spiritual renewal. You might be discovering something about who you are, how you come out to other people, how your first impression, how people see you. So this can encourage some introspection on your part, and you might be feeling the need to explore some innermost dreams or thoughts or desires of yourself. Now, the very next day, Venus, which has been in Aquarius, also moves into your first house, into Pisces. Venus comes to this Pisces party, and it brings a heightened sense of connection with others and this desire to express your love through acts of empathy and through understanding. You're feeling the need to share your value, share your heart, share yourself, share your person. Venus is value. So the value is coming from who you are as an individual, and you're finding deep connection with sharing who you are with others. Now, just a week later, the sun also moves into Aries, into your second house, and the sun moving into Aries marks the spring equinox, the first day of spring, or the astrological new year. So happy new year. We are now in Aries season, and every year when we are in Aries season, the sun highlights your second house, or your house of finances. So this brings a time of renewed vitality. The sun is our vital life force, our vital life energy. This is our will to live and the warmth that allows us to grow. So the sun in your second house brings this renewed vitality and a focused energy on your personal values, on your financial matters, and on your material possessions. Now, this can encourage an assertiveness, your assertive nature. Already you have a bit of an assertive nature when it comes to your finances because you have Aries in the second house. So this is encouraging that to kind of come out a lot more when it comes to your financial goals and when it comes to especially asserting your self-worth and how you value your own self. Maybe you're putting out a product that is you, and you need to make sure that you are valuing yourself enough that you're not cutting yourself short. So a few days after that, on the 22nd, Mars is this raw energy, this electricity, this lightning rod of energy that can feel like a crisis when it does come through, but it has a purpose of revelation. So Mars also moves into your first house and joins Venus in Pisces. This can ignite. Mars is energy and electricity. So this brings that surge of electricity, a surge of emotional energy to your creative intuition. And this prompts assertive, action-fueled compassion and empathy and a desire to express yourself through imagination and through spirituality or through spiritual endeavors. So you're just feeling a lot of rebirth and renewal of who you are, and this is feeling good to your spirit, to your soul, to who you are innately. Now on the 25th of the month, the moon will have made her way across to Libra. Libra is in your 8th house, and Libra is the opposite of Aries. So the 8th house and the 2nd house are opposites. And whenever we have a full moon, the sun and the moon are opposite, that brings our attention to two areas of life where we need to find balance, where there may be some conflict, there's tension, this energy is separating or pulling apart. So full moons provide us, they shine light, they open up the spotlight, shine the spotlight on two areas where we need to find balance. So for you, this is your 2nd house, your house of personal finances, how you support yourself, the possessions that you have, your material things, versus the 8th house, which is shared resources, shared finances. This could even be debts or taxes. This is also the house of intimacy, your intimate relationships, both with another or others and yourself. This is the house of psychic exploration. So this full moon tension between these two houses or these two areas of life highlights the need for balance and harmony in your intimate relationships and in your shared resources. This can intensify the tension between your individual desires for independence as well as your need for cooperation and compromise from others. Maybe you share resources with others that you need to maintain a cooperative relationship with, otherwise you lose access. So this can prompt a deeper exploration of the power dynamics or the emotional dynamics that have to do with these partnerships or this shared resource partnership or situation. So, last thing, Pisces, I want to mention that on the 1st of the month of April, on April Fool's Day, Mercury, the trickster energy, Mercury goes retrograde in Aries at 27 degrees. Now, we've already talked about Mercury in your 2nd house. This brings out communication, this brings out intellectual pursuits and expression in this house of values, of finances, etc. So Mercury going retrograde there, and I'm mentioning this because retrogrades have a shadow period about 2 weeks before and about 2 weeks after, and this particular Mercury retrograde is lasting 23 days. So this is a long period, a substantial amount of time when we'll be feeling this Mercury retrograde energy. So I want you to know where this is happening so you can prepare for it. Now, Mercury retrograding in your 2nd house in Aries may lead to challenges in communication related to your financial matters. This means that you really need to reassess and make sure that you are reevaluating and reading all the fine print of any kind of contract or situation that can affect your personal value, your financial value, as well as your feelings of self-worth. This is a time for you to make some new strategies for your money management, to reassess the way that you've been taking care of your personal finances and how that may affect shared resources. So Pisces rising, that is what I have for you this month. And thank you so much for watching to the end. And I'm excited to see what this brings for you in this financial situation and how much that can bring spiritual growth for you and just personal evolution. So thanks for watching to the end, and I'll see you next time. Bye.